Warning, the following video will contain spoilers for an episode of Miraculous Ladybug. If you want my recommendation, watch the episode I am watching before continuing on with this video. But if you don't care about spoilers, then just sit back and enjoy.
Sorry about that, guys. That chainsaw has been flying through this room for the past week or so. I have no idea how it got here or even how it's flying through this room in the first place.
Because it's magic?
Yeah, thanks. So I'm going to try and get through this video as fast as I can without the chainsaw interrupting me or killing me. Whichever comes first. So screw the clever intro, let's just head into...
Sorry to randomly pop in here like this, but have you seen a chainsaw erratically flying around here?
Okay, either I'm dreaming or I'm literally seeing a Microsoft Paint robot, an unofficial Karen emoji,
Viacom's gonna sue me,
and... I'm sorry, what even are you?
Kind of a long explanation, but I'm just wondering if you've seen a flying chainsaw.
There's your answer.
This is going to take longer than I thought. Sorry for the inconvenience. Carry on with your business. Just expect some moderate interference.
Well, okay, I'll just be sitting here reviewing another Miraculous Ladybug episode.
Hey, we do that too! No time! Come on, wait. You're that guy! You just barged into one of our videos, completely unannounced, and...
I know, I invaded your rapid review after your friend was constantly praising Lady Wi-Fi just to talk about how horrible that episode really was. Are you kidding me, Alius? This episode is one of the worst of the worst! Also, really? Roger Cop and Pixelator in Tier 1?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had to check in with you before I formed my own opinion.
Okay, don't shoot me with your laser eyes if you have any.
My eyes aren't lasers.
Well, that's relief. Well, you're free to join me if you want.
We'd love to, but we've got to make sure that chainsaw doesn't hack off your head.
Okay then, carry on with your shenanigans.
Do me a favor. Don't say shenanigans again. Ever.
What's your problem with shenanigans?
Shenanigans!
Okay, never mind. Just get the chainsaw. Or kill me! This is gonna be one of those episode reviews, people. With special guest Alius Cogitabam! Okay, seriously, how do you pronounce that last name?
It's Latin. Just say C.
Hello, everybody, welcome back to my Miraculous Marathon. I really have no idea how to begin this episode. My brain's been fried from all of the things that I have seen and, like, all the things that have happened to me. Like the chainsaw, the A.I.s coming in. It's just going to be one of those days for me. But, on the bright side, after this, I'm pretty much going to be halfway done with this series. So, let's not waste any more time and have a look at episode 13, The Mime. So we begin this episode with Ladybug hopping through Paris, hoping to change back and forth. Are you kidding me? How could nobody see that? She's right there, de-transforming, right on top of the bakery for all to see. Even if she didn't de-transform right at that particular point, somebody would have had to see her landing on top of the bakery, question her parents, have Marinette come down, and her secret is revealed! We're 9 seconds into the episode and I'm already yelling! Have you guys found the chainsaw yet?
We're working on it!
I'm converting to green apple Fanta. Seriously, this is really good. Oh, and don't worry, this episode actually does get better from here. So Alia meets up with Marinette to show her that she recorded Ladybug talking to her, saying she knows about her in her blog.
Hey, aren't you Alia, the girl who writes the blog about me? The Lady Blog.
Yeah.
I like your work. It's awesome. Keep it up.
You know, I'm going to admit it, I actually think that this is a pretty kind thing for Ladybug to do. And it kind of reminds me of all the times that I exposed myself to voice actors from the show at conventions and on social media. It's quite an exciting experience, let me tell you. So when Alia heads down to grab her laptop, Tiki asks if she could see the video. And considering how much of a klutz that Marinette is, I'm sure that nothing bad could possibly happen.
Video deleted?
Oh, look. Something bad happened.
Okay, first off, that was my line, and second, have you grabbed the chainsaw yet?
That depends on your definition of grabbed.
What other definition is there?
Well, one definition is that we have our hands on it. Another definition is that we have it trapped in something. Another definition is...
Okay, we get the point!
We're just gonna have to wait till it loops back around.
Well, okay then. Wanna join me?
Well, we never did do a full review of this episode, so okay.
Good. Now, where were we? Oh yeah! Marinette deleting the footage.
I didn't just do that. Tell me I didn't just do that.
You just did that, you just did that, you just did that, you just did that, and you just did that. Need me to crush your spirit anymore? What? I could care less about the heroes being embarrassed or being killed off like Cat Noir and Timebreaker.
How dare you!
They dare me!
Who's they?
Well, that killed the mood. However, Tiki does tell Marinette to calm down, saying that Alia will understand that it was an accident. Something that Marinette has a hard time thinking.
What was that?
I'm sorry, I just had this image of Ezra Weiss having to give Christina V and Carrie Kiernan directions on how to do this particular scene. With Christina V having to do the... and Carrie Kiernan having to do the... Okay, this has gone on for too long.
So Marinette tries hiding the fact that she deleted one of Alia's most precious memories before going downstairs to meet Milan and her dad.
Ah yes, Milan's dad. Fred Haprel, voiced by Ezra Weiss, aka the English voice director of Miraculous Ladybug, and the same guy that I talked to while making my Lady Wi-Fi review.
You got to talk to him?
I've done quite a lot over these past few years, and one of those things is snagging the Miraculouses from Ladybug and Cat Noir themselves.
Ooh, pretty.
But I'm not gonna let anybody take them.
But they're just toys. You can buy them off of Amazon.
I got it from Etsy and Shapeways! Don't ruin it for me! So Milan's dad, he's a mime. They're still around apparently. And he's here to pick up his hat, which Marinette managed to fix off screen. She even added a pocket for his photo of Milan. So pockets do exist in France, but the only ones used are hidden in hats? Hey, I was just trying to give reasons for Timebreaker.
There were no reasons for Timebreaker. So Marinette continues her bad habit of stealing other people's phones as she tries to cover up deleting Alia's video.
Stealing your best friend's phone to cover up the truth. And making it worse is that after insert transformation sequence here, Ladybug tries to recreate the video, and a cat gets in the way and knocks it into the garbage. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Cats are nothing but trouble.
So we might as well discuss Fred Haprel. He's the kind of person who's never really on time, and every time he shows up, he always has an excuse. His stand-in Chris, voiced by Grant George, takes advantage of this and tricks him into going to the Louvre by saying they moved locations of the play so that his manager, Sarah, can replace Fred and have Chris take his position as the lead. And this is a great opportunity for Hawkmoth, or as Alias calls him, Moth, to make him his next minion.
Go, my evil Akuma. Let's hand this actor the role of a lifetime!
Well, hey, at least it's not another Akuma attack caused by a ladybug.
You mean Chloe?
Nope!
Also, here's a nice little Easter egg. The license plate on the bus says Zag on it. You know, Jeremy Zag, Zag Studios, the team producing Miraculous Ladybug.
Because subtlety! What's subtlety?
It's the opposite of your personality.
Oh!
Yeah, moving on.
Mime, I am Hawkmoth. I'm giving you the power to make whatever you gesture come to life. Destroy this premiere performance. So, shall we get on with the show?
So Hawkmoth akumatizes Fred's photo of Milan and turns him into the mime. He just sliced those photos into a million pieces. I'm that far away. I've got nothing! But back to the mime himself.
This guy is awesome!
Yeah, what Rose said.
Her name is Sue.
Whatever. Yeah, the mime himself is a pretty cool villain. Sure, I do have to question, why is his skin purple? No offense. But his powers more than make up for it. Anything he phantomimes becomes real. Cars, bow and arrows, motorcycles, whips, rocket launchers, freaking grenades! What is it with these villains having the power to become homicidal maniacs? I mean, not that I'm complaining, seeing as, well, villain over hero, but don't you think that it's a bit too much?
With villains, there is no such thing as too much.
But
No buts!
alright, fine. But villains do have their weaknesses. And in the case of the mime, he can only phantomime one thing at a time. Such is the case when he has Ladybug and Cat Noir locked up in a cell, and he creates a car, causing it to vanish. But unlike other weaknesses, this one doesn't get in the way too much. So with the villain out of the way, let's just continue the story.
So, after Cat Noir makes a fool of himself trying to break through a wall that's not there,
There, I did it.
Priceless.
our heroes chase an invisible car which he abandons really quickly, only to chase after the bus in a motorcycle. Then Cat Noir gives Ladybug some tips on pole dancing,
Oh, Jesus!
and we have probably the cutest Lady Noir moment in season 1.
You raise me up so I can stand on
Who changed the sonar settings? The heroes eventually make it to the bus where...
Where could the Akuma be?
Inside his hat.
How'd you know that?
I have hidden talents.
Actually, I think Deadpool said it best.
That's just lazy writing.
Then after Cat Noir distracts him and gives another adorable... Or at least adorable in the subbed version, because in the dub... I mean, no offense to Bryce Papenbrook, you are a great voice actor, but you made the meow sound cute in Copycat, so why is it not cute here? We get another one of the best action sequences in the series. Seriously, it may not be as good as Copycat, but it is certainly better than Darkblade. Also, doesn't this scene remind anybody of Speed? But instead of a bomb on the bus, there is a mime who could beat the crap out of you any way he wants to. And look awesome while doing so. I have no idea where I was going with this. So after another incredible sword fight with a pretty cool transition, Ladybug steps into the fight and... wasn't as satisfying as I would have liked it to be. I mean, give me a few cracked bones, few burns, or ruptured spleens and I would have been alright with this.
What is wrong with you?
So Ladybug uses her lucky charm, and what does she summon this time?
A shoebox? Great. There better be some explosive boots in there or something.
I'm sorry, Alius, what did you say before?
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's right, what is wrong with you? So Ladybug uses the shoebox, the car lights, Sarah's glasses, and a poster of Chris to project the image onto the Eiffel Tower so that the mime gets
Really angry.
and as a result, he slices down the Eiffel Tower? our hero, ladies and gentlemen, making villains destroy historical landmarks and leading them to their inevitable demise.
Or he could just hold up the Eiffel Tower without getting crushed.
I mean, okay, I know that he could phantomize anything that he wants to, people, but he's not freaking Superman! So they grab the hat, Ladybug grabs the photo, and rips it, releasing the Akuma. Insert status quo you've seen here, turn everything back to normal, and then fist bump.
Pound it!
Another day, another attack, another victory for the Miraculous Duo, and another 100 questions that I have for the Miraculous Duo. All of those questions being, of course, what is wrong? So Chris is forgiven, and the two mimes decide to perform together. We actually never see the performance, but we do get to see Marinette's stupid face upon sitting next to Adrian. And you thought her facing copycat was the definition of squee.
After the show, which we never see, Marinette finally tells Alia the truth about her phone.
I know how much that video meant to you, and I'm the lamest of friends. Lamer than lame.
Well, she got that part right. But despite
If
that
there's
being the
anyone
truth,
on this
all
earth
it
who knows
just
about
so
your
happened
legendary
to have
clumsiness,
uploaded
it's
the
me,
video
your
before Marinette
BFF.
screwed up. So she is forgiven, and Marinette has a surprise for Alia.
Hello. I've got a bit more time now if you want to interview me for your lady blog.
Do I?
Have a seat.
You don't know me, but FYI, this is like the biggest moment of my life.
Honestly, if it really was, then I would have expected her to sound like this.
And then the episode ends with Marinette trying to take Alia's phone again.
She just never learns, does she? So that was the mime. How does it hold up? It was pretty good. Honestly, the mime was a pretty unique concept for a villain, his situation was sympathetic, and his powers were really cool. Though I do kind of find it a shame that he wasn't able to speak. I mean, it makes sense given that he's a mime, but I really would have loved to see Ezra Weiss's eccentric acting. But that's what Simon Says is for, but we'll get to that later. Being honest though, this is the episode where I question Ladybug's morality the most. I mean, stealing phones? Causing him to slice down the Eiffel Tower? Hoping for some explosive boots? What kind of heroes are you guys? But there are the typical strengths of a Miraculous Ladybug episode to help save it, so there's that. So what about you, Alius? Want to give your final thoughts on this episode?
I thought you'd never ask. This episode holds up really well. I put it in tier 1 for a reason. The mime is an excellent villain, and there's something quintessentially French about him. You know the show is from France just by looking at him. And the animation is amazing. The perspective and movement are just to die for. These fight scenes give the ones from Copycat a run for their money, and this is by far my favorite Lady Noir moment. It's better than the kiss scene from Dark Cupid. It's so perfect and adorable. The episode's not perfect, but all in all, it's a great episode that you should check out if you haven't already.
Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree with a fight scene and Lady Noir moment being better than Copycat and Dark Cupid respectively, but thanks for your opinion. I'll give this episode a pass and recommend that you watch it. It isn't really the greatest episode of Miraculous Ladybug, but it's better than the last episode. I can guarantee that. The only problem that I had with the mime was that it didn't really do much to stand out amongst the rest of these episodes. Thankfully, there are some entertaining moments that more than make up for that, unlike Darkblade. It may not be the best episode of Miraculous Ladybug, but it's not as boring as Darkblade, and it is certainly nowhere near the level of Roger Copper Lady Wi-Fi.
And it definitely wasn't the Christmas special.
It wasn't that bad!
Yes it was. It had no pacing whatsoever! Huh. Well, that was easier than we'd thought it would be.
Well, at least you have the chainsaw now, so, you could go home.
Well, Austin, it was nice meeting you. If you need to contact us again, I left my phone number next to your cherry Coke can.
Ah, thanks. And, thanks for reviewing this episode with me.
Don't mention it.
Thanks a lot, Austin.
Don't mention it, PA. And next time, don't use time shenanigans. Yay!
See ya.
Wait a minute. Where did Sue go?
Thanks for the miraculouses!
What?
Sue, come on!
Poof!
Son of a...
Say hello to Alia, Jacques.
Well, I'm right here.